Well, good evening, folks. This is Lila with some bedtime stories that I'd like to share with you. And with me is my dear friend, Dean Val, and also our wonderful friend, Tim von Pinnon. I'll be reading from Book 6, Your Dream Visions, by Dwayne.
Ariana is here too, I believe.
Oh, is Ariana here? Oh, good. Oh, great, Ariana, and oh, she's someone new and wonderful. Hi,
thank
Ariana.
You. Hi.
Yeah.
Lila.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
You're going to give us some good feedback. I know you will. Tonight's going to be really fun, and so if anyone would love to say a few words or get involved here, please do so. And we're going to be discussing Chapter 6 from Dwayne, the great writer.
Book 6. Right?
Book 6, yeah, that's right, sure. So, okay, let's go. I'll start reading, and then you can join in. The dream material is that which affects a person's decisions and how their life is at any given moment and what they want in it. And so comes the dream production that will produce what will come. It can be that a person wants a lot of money and sets out to get it, but the overall view of the real awareness is such that what the conscious mind wants, the personal self, is not in accord with the real awareness, unless it works from all concerned in an honorable, intentional manner. The real you is always searching for the greater truth. As there are endless steps to the true reality, that which will always be out of reach, while the personal development and developed self is out to see what it can get, usually only for itself. There is nothing wrong or right about what a person wants, as all of us can have whatever we want. Once a person has a real position with their real awareness, then everything is available with ease. But in the meantime, most people are still struggling to get their fair share, and in doing so, they many times run their life ragged and find themselves in predicaments that they would never have imagined. This is because the personal self is always after what the little pieces that exist on earth and does not have a real overview, which only the real guides can give. There's nothing wrong with having anything once the real you and the personal self come to a workable agreement. All of this is a matter of true perception and not really a mental idea that's created, such as positive thinking. It's always good to have as many options as possible, but not to be held to lesser ones as the overall reality. Before each of us came into this life, we had a basic plan, so to speak, a personal destiny to fulfill during this particular lifetime. As one comes down to this hard and encumbered arena of experience and enters the body once more, all that came before entering here is forgotten for the most part. This place is the hardest test. It would seem those who become what is deemed successful have figured out this life, but many times the opposite is true, for they are more trapped by their own illusions than most. In this realm, we create something to survive, but today we have outcreated ourselves to where our creations are attacking us and affecting others and the whole environment. We're doing it to ourselves. In a person's dream visions, they are being nudged to move in a certain direction and explore the many possibilities, because humans have figured out how to transform the dirt into a variety of shapes, such as cars, houses, and all the fun things that we have in our lives. The overall determination is that our life comes from our mental state and works accordingly. But this is not at all so. Our mind is merely an instrument, like a toaster, and it provides certain functions. And that is all it can do. The real you uses the imagination to perform what it wants to eventually get and to realize. Real truth, but first it must go through the maze of dealing with the lower self, like that of a baby, and then a child, to finally come to the first step in its long journey, that of self-recognition. The spiritual paths have called this self-realization, but without real guidance, most people end up in the astral worlds, here again thinking they have reached their goal, but actually have only recognized the second psychic body they carry around with them. This is where the psychic sciences and many spiritual paths fail, because many of them are doing astral projection or remote viewing and a host of other things that imply the same limitations. Only the real guides teach universal positioning. Universal positioning centers on the real you in the real universes beyond time and space and the gods of man. There is an endless array of knowledge and information that can be collected in the psychic realms, and anyone can spend eternity here, but they really don't have to. Once a person learns universal positioning, then they will experience real truth and real freedom. Until then, they are subject to the illusion that they have some sort of freedom on the earth, just because they can walk down the street and drive their car anywhere they want to. This, of course, is literal sense humor, as most people have trouble trying to read between the lines, as words are not perfect symbols for broader and higher meanings. Here is one of the reasons this world is in all the complex demises. The humans have tried to figure out what's going on with human history, but usually interrupts and interprets most things in a literal sense. The Bible is the best example of being so misunderstood to where those who seem to be in the know are radically off with what they consider certain truths to be. But again, anyone can write anything, and just because the information came from human history does no way make it valid or of any real value. Real experience can only be validated by the person having the experience. I'm going to stop here because I think we should discuss this. Who wants to go first? Ariana, what do you say about this?
I think that all of us are fulfilling our mission, that of the reason we came here was to seek out the all-is and the real guides and guidance. So we're doing the right thing.
What do you mean by that? Explain that again.
Well, in the beginning of what you were reading, it said something about coming here for the reasons we came here, to be born in this lifetime. And I think that all of us listening, the four of us, are doing that right now.
You what? What was that?
I believe that the four of us have come into this lifetime because we're seeking the all-is through the real guides and the real guidance.
Yes, I say that's true. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, as we become more aware, life becomes bigger, and we can see more, and then we can get past the ideas that that have come to restrict us. And yes, we came here to wake up. Everybody did. It just so happens, us four have realized or recognized that. So we're on our own journey, each one of us, to wake up even more. It's an ongoing process. But also, you read how man has outcreated himself. It's very interesting how that works, because we have these ideas about things, and they prevent us from seeing more and becoming more aware, because people are tied to these ideas. They're called tap lines, if there's an attachment to them, an emotional attachment, or self-conviction. So an example would be like chemtrails, like a person saying, well, I don't believe in chemtrails. And that idea keeps him from becoming more aware. Because as we see it, and this is a reality here in the physical, the spraying, the geoengineering of the weather here. And the person would say, well, I don't believe that, I don't believe what is going on, with that, what you see or what you're aware of, I don't believe in that. But we're not here to discount that or to try to prove anything, but again, as we see it from our viewpoint, it's so obvious what's going on, and it just takes the person getting past his idea about the chemtrails to see it. But that's his choice. If he doesn't want to do that, that's fine. He can live with that. But we're here to wake up. The four of us and many other new friends are here to wake up, so we see what's going on more. So, and the more we do become more aware, the bigger life becomes. It's really interesting the way it works, and we begin to lose our restrictions and tap lines and things that we've held on to for so many lifetimes. We can let go of them and become more aware, and life becomes so much more real and wonderful by doing that.
That's well said, Val. That's beautiful. Do you want to say anything, Tim?
Oh, sure. I thought that was very important, what you read that Ariana was saying, too, about the basic plan, what our personal destiny is here to fulfill. And to learn about this universal positioning, that the real guides are the ones that can, I guess you call it, teach us or guide us to the real truth. And it is interesting when we talk about our personal self compared to our real self, and how the personal self isn't very concerned about what the real self is here to do. And it's kind of like we're offering the warning to people, anybody listening, that you came here for a reason, and you have a personal destiny to fulfill. Because we're in these psych realms getting lessons to see what life really isn't. So we have a comparison to what the real universes are.
Yes, that's really true.
And another thing, excuse me, I just wanted to say that I was getting too tap-lined into the chemtrails and getting worried and showing everybody, and now with a larger viewpoint, I can know that it's there, and admit to it, and not be so involved. I don't have to carry on about it.
Yeah, we're not here to change people's minds. The mind is one thing. They have a free will, but if they want to pay attention to what's really going on, and it's for their survival, then we're here too to help with the guidance and education, and particularly the real guides are here for that. So it's right here in front of them. That's what it's so obvious to some of us, but to others it's like not sure, if I want to go there, because it could upset my comfortable lifestyle and my comfortable self-convictions. So, but they have a choice, staying there.
Oh, that sure is true of most people. They don't want to listen to truth. They really do not. Their lives are very comfortable the way they're doing it, with all the drama and all what's going on. It just makes for interesting life, or not. If troubles come up, they'll have a good cry, and they'll get over it and go on, But they just don't want to take that extra step to really look at what is going on, really. They think that they are their own universe, which they are, but anyway,